If you're as bored and tired of root rider spam as I am, then you've come to the right place. We're going to teach you guys like 4 different attacks in this one, which are all surgical attacks, so as to say, and none of them are spammy. So they're going to just help you have fun in the game once again if you're struggling to find a new army for the new Legend League season. So yeah, definitely watch this. I've added some timestamps at the bottom of the video, so you can just scroll through and go ahead for whichever army it is you feel could work best for you. That's it. Enjoy. Yeah, but as far as I'm aware, for this army, you just need to really go for Eagle Artillery with your heroes, and that's about it. That's the gist of the army, really. So if you can get that moving, then you
Okay.
should be good to go. And it's like
Hmm.
Sui Lalo almost. Like you have to start your hogs before before before
Actually,
they even die out. Yeah,
this okay. I
sorry.
had an even better one for Sui. Okay.
No, let's just try it out. It's a relatively more universal army, but we should be fine. Okay, I'm gonna like angle it a little bit so that I can actually run over multiple buildings, and I'm gonna use the quake to weaken up as many heavy defenses as I can. So hopefully that
Hmm.
should work out fine. Yeah, that wall should also open up, and king should be able to go. Okay, I'm just gonna start
Hmm.
my royal champion
This
early.
looks really good.
Yeah. I think this one will be a lot better. I'm just gonna start my royal champion early, and yeah, I'm also gonna start my hogs over here to help my royal champion. And yeah, that's about it. We should be good to go there. I'm gonna pop a rage, my headhunters, and just pop the warden ability. Oh, I almost
Oh,
missed the queen.
miss a couple of them.
Yeah. But we should be fine, hopefully. I'm just gonna pop a heal, pop a rage over here to help my royal champion out for the town hall kill. And I'm just gonna keep supporting with some hogs as we go around the base. I have to just make sure I keep freezing defenses to help these guys. And yeah, the twin hogs split up anyway to provide the cleanup, so we should be a little good over there. I think this one is looking a lot
Yeah,
better.
the base is gone.
Yeah, this one's looking a lot better. Yeah, and then of course the royal champion has her own hog puppet as well on top of all of this, so that really works out. So yeah, we have a few spells left over as well. This is perfect. Yeah. So the whole point is to of the initial push. It's like a bit of a dedication that you have to provide in terms of like your army. So you need to. It's like 2 Yetis, a Titan, and an Apprentice Warden just for the initial dive. But it's worth it. Like these guys managed to push all the way to the town hall and they cleared like a very heavy section filled with merge defenses all the way over here. So that was just
Heroes do a lot of work in this one.
yeah. So heroes really punch through the base. They get the CC pull and deal with it pretty much easily. And I think yeah, the importance of the quake on this one was to both soften up the walls as well as damage those heavy defenses that you're targeting. So it just makes it that much
Yeah.
easier for your heroes to get it. And then after that, it's just a matter of having your hogs like follow up afterwards. So yeah, that's about it. If
Okay.
maybe you can try the same base that you had posted earlier. Yeah. So again, like the same, more or less the same principles, right? Like we want to somehow get the eagle out early.
Eagle.
Yeah, and if we can even honestly somehow uh, get both the race towers pulled, right, that will be like really good, really good.
Yeah.
This one is a little bit more difficult because like the scatter shots are separated from the rage core as well, right? So that can be a
Mm.
little bit tricky. So I think I'm going to start on the king side on this one. That will actually be probably better. And
Okay.
yeah, because I'll just be able to. I'm not able to talk while I'm multitasking. I'll just be able to get the king out early, and the king will not get distracted at all. So that works out perfectly in our favor. And then the titan and the apprentice warden as well, which I forgot. But
Mm.
yeah, this time the king is going in. I will use the quake to weaken up everything over there in the core. Um, yeah, I think the log launcher should be able to run over and get that eagle artillery down. So no problems over there. Yeah, looks like my queen is also. Oh, nice. Okay, the titan's going to go ahead and grab the scatter shot.
Got it.
Yeah, this, but like once again, like don't wait too long for your heroes to kind of like start dying out. Just like get started with your hogs, because to some extent they are providing cross tanking, right? Um,
Yes. Yeah.
so yeah, just I'm just gonna try to rage these guys up so they can quickly push through most of this damage over here. Queen is also nicely pushing through the core. I'm gonna have to start saving onto my free spells for this town hall. This is also a normal thing on this army. Uh, you can actually
Okay.
you can actually go ahead and use your hogs through a town hall. It's not a problem at all. Like I'm just gonna keep freezing the town hall itself. And yeah, that healer puppet from the queen is just literally transferring to the hogs now. So no
Yeah.
problems at all. Just gonna start the cleanup from behind, and we should be good to go. Like the Royal
Yeah.
Champion still has the hog puppet, so yeah, no issues at all. And you can see it's like a very fast attack as well.
Yeah.
But it only works if you make sure that your king actually goes to the core. Like this time, the king went to the core, and the last attack,
Right.
the king like kind of like went off somewhere. I don't know. And yeah, so we got a good chunk of the core this time because I actually funneled it properly and took the efforts to start from the enemy king. Last time I started from the
Right.
warden statue. So yeah, this one worked out a lot better. And yeah, just important thing is like as I saw my king was dying, just get started with the hogs. Like that's really about it. So not
Mm.
much to it otherwise. It's pretty universal. You can go through the town hall very easily also using this army. So it's very convenient in that
Mm.
sense. We'll first try and see what happens if I send my heroes through the eagle artillery. Let's just get started over there, and then we can see what happens next. So let's just get this funnel going. Okay. Yeah. And then the log launcher straight down the middle on this one. And then that quake to just open up everything like that. Yeah, at least it's a very early CC pull. That works out well. Okay, I'm just gonna pop the king ability so that his gauntlet can absorb that monolith fire. And this actually works out well. Like the log launcher should open up the town hall compartment, and yeah,
Yep.
I'm not gonna wait on my heroes to start dying out. I'm just gonna start the next phase of the attack. I think that is also a little important. Okay, great. King has pulled uh, the entire rage tower in the core, and we should be a little good to go.
Wow.
Okay, yeah, I popped the warden ability at the perfect time. Just gonna double up on the heal, just to make sure that these hogs can get up nice and quick. Um, yeah, I'm gonna have to rage up over here. I'm gonna start freezing the merge defenses as well because they're gonna hit pretty hard. And yeah, this is not a
Mm.
bad time to heal either. I think this is fine. I'm not even using my headhunters,
Mm.
but all in all, not too shabby at all. Okay, I'm gonna protect my queen's healers just a bit, but overall, I think we're looking fine on this one.
Yeah, really good.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep protecting my queen because like she can just grab everything from the core, and yeah, still have my royal champion ability as well on this one. So I guess now we also know that you don't really need to get the most insane value with your
Mm.
heroes. Like it looked like the rage core was very juicy for our heroes to go ahead and grab,
Yes, it was.
but yeah,
Yeah, funnel matters a lot as well.
yeah. So we just went for very small value, and it worked out fine. Like we just got the eagle, the clan castle, but like the king also went and took the town hall out, and he also pulled the rage tower.
Right.
So I
Yeah,
guess that is very helpful. So
it was.
yeah,
Hmm.
um, I guess moral of the story is no matter what happens, you can push for the eagle artillery, even if it's like
Right.
even if it's like literally in the middle of the base and the town hall is somewhere on the edge. You have enough power with you to push to the eagle artillery, and
Ah.
you'll usually also get like the clan castle out of it, right? So
Mm.
that works out pretty well. I would assume.
One eternity later.
Let me just get the Zap Lalo comp. Okay, right. Here it is. Share to clan chat. Okay, let me just get my clan castle filled up and then we can get started. So what I also do is a little interesting. I don't carry a poison spell for this one. I just deal with the ice golems as it is. In my clan castle, I take a rage and a skeleton spell for this one. So usually it's like as you keep climbing in Legend League, you'll either find only super dragons or ice golems, if at all. Anything like you usually don't find anything else. I'm thinking of just zapping out somewhere on the right side. Like the eagle is very exposed, it's very easy early value for me, and it's something I can just go ahead and grab. So why not? That's just something that I was thinking. So let's just get started over there. Yeah, let's just get started. So I'll just edit my army to have Zap Lalo in it, and then we can get started. Definitely. I think I'll be needing the blimp on the base anyway on this one. So yeah. Okay. I think this is like a standard Zap Lalo army. It's what Stars uses as well. And yeah, as I was saying, we just need to make life really, really simple for our heroes. And it's just we just need to give them a little incentive using our Zap spells. And then those guys will give more incentive to make the Lalo portion a bit more easy. So what I'm going to do is let's just take this step by step. I'm not going to try to speedrun it. I'm just going to go ahead and zap the ricochet cannon with the ground expo over here. And okay, I missed the zap on the builder hut, but that's fine. So like what this does is it creates a nice funnel for my king to actually go over here. So I'm going to use the baby dragon on one side. Let's just give him a wall break, and then I'm going to use the queen to funnel him out as well. So now the king, like I'm not even gonna like dedicate the ice golem or anything to him. I'm just gonna abuse his gauntlet, just literally abuse his gauntlet. He is not gonna die. He's gonna be able to easily get through that inferno, no problem. Yeah, he does not care at all. And while he's still tanking, this is a perfect time for me to actually go ahead and drop my royal champion as well. So yeah, they will nicely just tank together. And even while he's in Phoenix, he's just going to keep tanking for me. So really, no problems at all. Now is also a good time for me to consider wall breaking my queen to get the multi inferno. And yeah, let's just let the royal champion do whatever she can. And this is the perfect time to also actually go ahead and start my Lalo early. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this. Sprinkle these guys in a little bit like this. And yeah, let's just blimp the town hall. Okay, nice. Looking good. Looking good so far. So I'm just going to go ahead and freeze up the scatter shot as a precaution. I got the enemy queen down, as you can see, because like by default, you should just be sending your headhunters with another hound in that ability. And yeah, my queen is still perfectly alive over here. Like you can see it. She is doing really, really well. Just gonna drop a skeleton spell on the back, and I really don't know what to do with it. I guess I could have used it to make life a bit easier for my royal champion, but I missed out on that. Anyways, yeah, that multi inferno should go down. But yeah, these guys will mostly die to the poison over here. But you can see like there's nothing left on the base, so my queen and warden can finish this up now. It was a difficult base definitely, but that's about it. That's all you need to do. Like these guys will be able to finish the base off. I don't think they will face any problems. Like queen is literally full health with abilities, so she will easily come in and just sweep through the end. Yeah, I can just pop her ability literally like right now, and she should be okay. But I'm just gonna let her punch through that wall first, and then we can pop her ability. Yeah, that was just Zap Lalo for you, I guess. And you can see like this is also a very fast attack. So if things don't go terribly wrong for you, you will finish with like a minute or so left, if not more. Um, Over here, things kind of went wrong. I expected the Tesla farm to be by the monolith, but I guess you changed the Teslas to be near the multi inferno over here, which is perfectly valid. It's a good way to fool some attackers. Especially when they're ending on a Tesla farm like that, it can be very bad for your Lalo. But if you just make your life easier one after another, like yeah. So yeah, I just used the zaps to make life easy for the heroes first, and then the heroes went ahead and made life easy for my Lalo. Like they really didn't have much to push through if you look at it one after another. So also the fact that I started my Lalo early, I guess if you notice that replay, just the fact that I started my Lalo early, it actually pushed my queen into the multi inferno, which is isolated if you think about it. So you can go ahead and watch that replay back and just have a look at that. So you'll definitely see that over there. Depending on what happens, we'll just keep playing through. So yeah, let's just start with the zap, and we're going to take this step by step very slowly. I missed the expo. Oops. Anyways, That should be fine. I'm gonna go ahead and start my king off to the edge over here, and hopefully I can probably yeah, okay, that's fine. I'm gonna start the queen a bit on the edge as well, like this, and then we can have a log launcher probably just run through. Yeah, and now the king should more or less be incentivized to just stay closer to this area. Maybe the log launcher will take the damage, I guess, over here. Yeah, at least we triggered the core invest tower. Okay, I'm not gonna wait too long then. I'm just gonna go ahead and see what value these guys can get. I'm really not gonna wait too long. Yeah, I'm gonna start the Lalo phase a little early because these bases are a little tricky. Hopefully, I can start pushing my Royal Champion towards the core a little bit. So that'll be perfect. Okay. If you can grab the Invis Tower, that'll be like amazing, honestly. Maybe I can just go ahead and rage her up. I might have been a little too late, but let's just see. Yeah, I'm just a little late, just a bit. Oh, wait, no, she's gonna get it. Nice. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so just the fact that we used a log launcher like that worked out perfectly for us. So we got to trigger the Invis Tower in the core, and I didn't even zap the Expo correctly, if you noticed. So that really worked out well for us. And yeah, I just used the log launcher to trigger the core Invis Tower, and I started my Lalo early on the bottom of this base to just ensure that my Royal Champion can go ahead and get to the core. And you have the spell support needed to really just let her push through. It's not much of a deal. Like my Lalo just went around the base, which was very light, and that hog puppet, I'm telling you, it can put in a lot of work for you. So things went wrong on this one, but we still managed to get it down.
A lot of boring math later.
Oh, Last is also here. Okay.
Going on, Rahul. Yeah, I'd love to see some fireball stuff. Maybe some of that dual charge. I think I have trouble with dual charge because after you launch the fireball, sometimes the warden is in trouble. So I think it's all about like identifying the right target so that after the fireball, you can just let your warden do his own thing and focus somewhere else. So like identifying the right place where the warden's going to be safe after the fireball.
All right, so this is actually going to be a good test because I'm going to have to multitask insanely because I'll be like talking to you guys while I'll be doing the attack. So I think this will be a good test of whether it is actually feasible um, for somebody new to like really get into it, right? So we can take this as some sort of a stress test for me, and let's just try it out. So I'm just gonna. I think you have the army as well, right, on with you, but I'm just gonna share it to clan chat anyway, and I'll just modify my hero equipment, and then we can get this show started. Yeah. Mhm.
Challenge accepted.
Okay, I'll try to talk to you guys while I'm doing the attack, and then we can probably go through it together. Yeah, so this is obviously a very tough one. It is probably like one of the most toxic bases out there. Against like root rider spam, definitely. And
Right.
yeah, so usually what I try to do on bases like this is I try to clear a good chunk of the outside perimeter area with just a normal warden walk, and then I try to push the core with the fireball, and that actually just lets my warden like chill out somewhere for a while, you could say. And it's just a matter of choosing where you really want your fireball to like get launched, so as to say. So I'm thinking on this one we have a few options. Like I can either fireball the eagle or I can fireball the monolith. So just for experiment's sake,
Yeah.
because I have fireballed the eagle previously on this one. Just for the sake of doing this experiment, I'm gonna go ahead and fireball the monolith because I can go ahead and grab both the ricochet cannons and the clan castle as well, I would believe. So I'm just gonna let my warden chill over here for a while, and I'm gonna use some ranged troops of mine to kind of clear up stuff behind him. I'm gonna refrain from using my super barbarians just for a little bit because I sometimes they just end up stealing his healers and it's a bit of a trouble. So yeah, we're just gonna let the
Yeah.
warden kind of chill for a bit. I can use my invis spells to redirect the warden towards the core, but I'm not gonna do that. So yeah, let's just play it by ear. Yeah, the angry jelly has worn off over here. I think what I can start doing is try to like push him a little bit deeper in the core. And yeah, I'm just going to remove that cannon up top to make sure that there's no other defenses that this guy's even thinking about. Okay, I've lost my angry jelly as well. Just going to use one cocoa loon to make sure that he's actually safe, like his healers are actually safe. So you can see I'm spending about like a minute over here. Okay, he's being
Yeah.
targeted by both the monolith and the warden. So just gonna go ahead and just like rage him up a bit, I guess. Okay, this is actually a good time for me to consider.
Uh, uh,
Yeah, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. This is still okay. Just give him a rage and let him just keep moving. I'm just gonna wait for him to clear that Tesla up over there, and then I'm gonna use this invis spell to redirect the fireball to the core. Oops, that was not the right spell. But anyways, here we are. We've gotten the core down, we've gotten the ricochet cannons down, and he's good to go. Don't need to worry about him anymore. I have swagged my poison spell for some reason. Um, yeah, I'm just gonna get the rest of my army started over here. No point really waiting. Just give the warden a rage spell, and I'm just gonna forget about him. So now I just need to think about the rest of my army. I'm just gonna deploy my heroes more or less in areas where I think they can get some value. I spent too long talking and I completely forgot about the fact that I have to get each phase started. So let's just try to
yeah.
speed on this one a little. Yeah, I think each phase is relatively safe now. Queen should start coming back. I'm going to give her a log launcher in this one so that she can actually punch through the core much easily, and much more easily than you would expect her to. Yeah, she should pull the attention of the enemy queen as well over here. Just going to freeze because she doesn't have the ability anymore. And yeah, I can probably just sprinkle in some uh just sprinkle in a bit of support here and there. Yeah, my log launcher should be able to help out with the core over here a little bit, but I think it'll be a time fail. It's going to be a 1 star and a time fail, but you can see it, like it's working out pretty well, honestly.
Right.
Yeah, like not too shabby. Like we're almost there. Like despite of me talking like this much, you can see like that was
Yeah,
that was that was
with
that was
the
pretty.
poison,
Yeah, that was
probably would have.
yeah. So I was just trying to focus on like explaining it, but you can see like although a time filled on that one, that was going to be a triple. Like I had the
Yep.
resources for it, but yeah. So I just noticed that my warden was going to like start walking up top, and I just thought like, okay, I can dedicate my queen for the bottom of the base because he's going to go up top anyway, right? So
Right.
that's all I did. And once I realized that my queen is safe at the bottom of the base over here, I just kind of started dedicating each hero to like a different area. And you can see how they help each other. Like my queen was kind of like creating a funnel for my royal champion to push to the core. And the king was
Yes.
like kind of a tank acting on the right side of the base as well on this one. And of course, the
Right.
warden is an independent weapon. So as I was saying, it's just a warden charge. Think of it as a queen charge. Give him the rages, invis spells, freezes, anything that you need to keep him alive, and that's about it. That would have pretty much gone through. I would believe.
If you're gonna run dual charge in Legends, you've got to have a strategy for every base style, right? That's what I get. I try the smash, the super witch smash,
Mhm.
and it works really well against like 80% of bases or so. But there's certain base styles that are, and I feel like dual charge is really flexible. I'm hoping it's a
Yeah,
lot more
yeah, yeah.
flexible.
So I don't think you'll be able to see my screen now, but you'll probably see it in the recording that I'll post later. I'm just showing my Legend League log. So today I got a 308, and yesterday I got a 305. So it was just like some silly mistakes I made. Like I didn't correctly make some buildings invisible. So I made like literally just one mistake both yesterday and today. But my average offense is around like the 300 mark. So and it just goes to show that this is really flexible, and it's not even like I'm like low in trophies either. I think I started around like mid 5800s. So I think yeah, it's good against a large variety of bases. All you have to do is just identify that value correctly. So I'd be happy to show you guys like multiple different base styles. This one I'm going to do something a little interesting, right? You're probably thinking like, okay, obviously the rage tower is a wonderful place to have a fireball, and another option is probably the town hall area itself, right?
Yep.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and mention that if you fireball the town hall, you don't actually get the multi archer towers. you'll only get the monolith and the X-bows. So I'm gonna do something very unorthodox over here, so as to say, and you're just gonna watch exactly what it is that I'm gonna decide to do. So first things first, I you also should probably notice if there's a place where you can go ahead and just place like this greedy fireball, greedy flame finger, so as to call it. And you're gonna see I'm gonna just start off over here with the warden up top near the town hall, and then you're gonna see like this. I'm gonna place this very greedy flame finger. It's like literally in the face of the mortar over here, and we're just gonna be able to get that entire scatter shot compartment out now. So that's gonna work out perfectly for us. I'm gonna make the warden invisible because he's literally like dying. Okay, this actually works out perfectly, and yeah, we're gonna just go ahead and like continue on this charge over here. This is fine. I was thinking like of showing you guys maybe an example where it's like I don't fireball the town hall and I can make some buildings in front of near the town hall like kind of like invisible, so as to say, and that's about it. I can just make some buildings invisible near the town hall and kind of fireball behind the town hall. But you know what? Let's just mimic like a Legend League scenario, and this is exactly how it would work, right? Like my warden is in like terrible danger right now, and we just have to make it work.
Right.
But we're still pushing through. We're still pushing through. We will make it. And yeah, triple ice column CC. He is safe. He is not gonna deal with any damage whatsoever for a terribly long time. So I can just like forget about his existence. And we're honestly making good time.
Right.
It's like 1 minute 45 now, and we're just starting with our queen charge. So we should be good to go over here. Yeah, warden is pretty much safe. He's just taking eagle artillery fire, but again, he's not dealing with any damage at all. So I'm just gonna let these guys funnel for each other. That's like the most important thing. Like you can see my queen is funneling for my king, and then like it's just like automatic at this point, you could say. So yeah, let's just push these guys a little bit deeper into core. Let's just try to do so at least. Okay, looks like these guys are not gonna listen to me with my wall breaks over here, but that's fine. I think these guys should be able to help out pretty well. You can already tell this is gonna work out for us. So yeah, you can see like multiple things went wrong. My fireball launched early, and my king didn't really go into the compartment. I wished he would, but we're still out here. We're still gonna get this one down. Yeah, a lot of things can go wrong. You have a lot of resources because it's only for your heroes, right? You only have to dedicate your resources for your heroes. Nothing else is really
Right.
required. So yeah, despite of multiple things going wrong, we're gonna still get this one down. So it's just something to show you guys. Like if you can allocate your resources appropriately, you can actually go ahead and just smash a lot of bases. So that's really it's really that simple. I just waited for my warden to be in a safe spot before I started my queen charge, and I'm also doing this while I'm talking to you guys. So
Right.
um, I just hope it does go to show that this is really strong when used correctly. All right, this is a good base. This is a very good base to really like try out. Um, Yeah, I'm thinking on this one, I can target the scatter shot in the core with my fireball, and usually for these ones, I have to get a little bit greedy. Like I will use my invisibles to kind of redirect the fireball, and I will have to like definitely funnel out whatever other defense are there in the area. So let's just get this one also like just on the road. Let's just get it started. And once again, let's just play it by ear and see what it is that we have to really do. So yeah, there's 5 healers. I'm gonna dump a bunch of super barbarians over here just to make sure that these defenses are really like out of the way and I don't have to deal with them. Um, oh wow, there's a bunch of Teslas also over there. Oh, that's fine. I think we can cover all of them very nicely in an invisible. Not too much of a concern. Yeah. Okay. Now the skeleton traps over here will actually work in my favor. I can go ahead and do something like this and fireball. Nice. Okay. So yeah, that's about it. That's just a very nice way of greedily punishing a rage core. And we've got a good chunk of the base out over here as well. So I think now I'm just going to wait a little bit and confirm that my warden is actually going to go towards the left side of the base because those Teslas are still standing. So I'm not very sure where he's going to be walking really, like honestly next. I think He'll probably continue going right, maybe. Okay. Yeah, looks like he's stick to the right over here. So that's my cue for me to start my queen. Now I know he's going to be safe for a little bit of time, and he's just gonna kind of like chill out over there on the right side of the base. So not much for me to do. Just get started with the next phase of the attack and keep pushing. So I'm just gonna zoom out a little bit and kind of like observe what's going on. And yeah. So this one is a little unorthodox. On this base style, I've started using a new siege machine, and it's actually the log launcher. Because it gives me
Hmm.
nice access into the core.
Into the core.
Yeah, and I can break those compartments very easily. It's not much of a challenge. Okay, I lost my warden, but that's fine. I'm going to show you guys that you can still like easily punish cores very easily with like this combination over here. So yeah, now we've got the queen pushing the core very deeply over here, but you're going to see it's actually going to work out super because like, the king has funnel for a queen, and we're not too concerned anymore about anything, and even the log launcher troops are going to like dump out over here and provide like insane support for us. So yeah, not really much to do over here. We're just going to keep supporting these guys with whatever spells it is that they need, and I have the super barbarians as well that I need to support my royal champion. So we're looking pretty good over here, I would still say. Yeah, we're just gonna keep dropping our
Hmm.
chain up behind. I've lost my warden, but it really doesn't matter. Like those guys have gotten the value that they need. They've acted as the weapons that they are. I've kept them alive for however long I could have kept them, and this is crushed. So yeah, just a good example of when things go wrong as well. You can still like go ahead and crush bases, and yeah, it's just that simple. Like for these anti two style bases, I've started using a log launcher because people like to keep those void compartments to make sure root riders don't path to the core. And it's just a very convenient way of busting open walls when you know wall breakers don't get the job done for you, like how you'd want them to. So yeah, it's very convenient. Those Yetis also help out in the core. They provide a bit of tanking for your queen, and you can just go ahead and raise the entire thing up. Like you literally have a queen with two Yetis which spawn Yeti mites in the core with a rage spell. You'll just immediately demolish the entire thing. It's amazing. So yeah, that's I think a good variety of base styles that we've covered.
Several bad puns later.
Hmm. Any other armies?
Mhm.
Zap Titans.
Zap Titans. Okay, we can do Zap Titans. Yeah, Zap Titans is actually pretty interesting because okay, so for this one, I'm going to be using I'm going to be using what do you call it? I'm going to be using the Rage Gem and the Eternal Tome. And I know you're probably thinking like, hey, but these are like tanky troops. You can probably just go ahead and use the heal
Yeah.
button. But the thing is, it's like a smash style army, right? So you have healers behind you, so you actually benefit more from using the rage
You're
gem.
right.
So that's just a little, I guess, something to take note of.
Yeah, I mean, like, but okay, yeah, you have Zap, so you will have less rages, so the gems will help. Okay,
Yeah.
right.
So I'll have to make a Zap Titan army. I think I deleted my Zap Titan army. The whole objective of this one is you can actually warden walk for a while, and then you just have to make sure that you can zap somewhere so that you can actually kind of expand upon the hole that is created by your zaps, and then you just kind of need to rotate around the rest of the base. It's as simple as that. So you don't need to always be like super greedy with your zap value. You can if the base does allow for it, but yeah, you don't always have to be. So that's just, I guess, a little thumb rule you can consider. And yeah, okay. So I have an interesting plan for this one. Let's just see if it does work out. Um, uh, I will warden walk the scatter shot next to the royal champion, and then I'm going to go ahead and just zap the X-bow and the ricochet cannon. So let's just see how that works out. Like I'm just gonna get started over here, like this. Yeah. So now these guys, I'm just gonna give them enough time to really like push for the scatter shot over here. Not really concerned about anything else. Oops, that archer tower is eating my healers. Oops. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and zap just this much. I don't really want much more. It's fine. Like I'm fine with that. I just want the, now you can see like I've created like a hole over here, and okay, I'm gonna lose some healers apparently today. I was just gonna have to deal with it. But yeah,
Oh, it didn't go.
yeah, like one healer is safe. I have like 4 healers now, and the rest are like literally like 1 HP. So okay, I'm gonna use a log launcher in this one. And then let's just say like I'm just gonna wait for this guy to get the scatter shot down, and then we can like get started with the rest of the army. Yep. Now time to use my queen. I'm just gonna use this one ice golem and start the titans. Let's just let them rotate around the base. I'm gonna use my king up top with 1 witch, and yeah, of course I'm gonna also use the apprentice warden over here, and then of course the balloons, and then we can just have our log launcher kind of like push through the core and help us out over there. Yeah, so no need to really like be very frantic with spells. There's not really many that you would have in the first place. So you can really kind of just like chill a little bit. Yeah, these guys will just easily push through most of the score anyway. And yeah, now is a good time to probably pop the warden ability. I can probably, no, I don't need to rage up over here. This is still fine. And while the scatter shot is being tanked over here, what I can probably also do is I can just get started with the Royal Champion from the top of the base, and she has her own tanking as well, so it's not something for me to really be concerned about. So yeah, she will pop her Hog Puppet, she will just get most of the base out there down on the top where the enemy queen was, and this is looking fine. Like my queen also has a frozen arrow as well, right? So
Yeah, the base is gone.
yeah, I don't even need this jump spell.
Jump.
Yeah, and Titans are still not looking too bad at all. I'm gonna try to deploy these wall breakers to tank a little bit of damage, but you can see like I really don't need any more spell support.
Don't need to.
Yeah, so it's just that simple. Like those Titans can easily push through the base. You just need to give them a bit of funnel, and this is actually a good army to consider taking up because like Titans recently got a new level, right? The only thing you have to be a
Yeah.
little sensitive of is probably time, but you can see like I had a queen ability still left over. So,
Yeah.
and we didn't even get much value using our zaps on this one. Like no spell towers were popped.
Right.
It was just a simple funnel around what our warden is doing, and that's about it. So yeah, that's a neat way to use Zap Titans. And yeah, let's just go on. Let's just move on to the second one as well. Why not? Or else I have a better idea. Why not I do it like this? I can start my warden charge closer to the mortar. How about that?
Yeah.
That way I can get it out as soon as we begin, and I don't have to look at it ever again. Yeah, so Warden should go up towards the ricochet cannon area, and he should get the mortar out hopefully. Or actually, I can do something better. I can just take this as a chance to deploy the flame flinger.
But yeah,
Yeah,
the same for the water.
yeah. Like the mortar is literally tanked, and I think my Warden should be okay to sustain this damage just for a little bit of time.
Right.
Yeah. So once again, same story. We're just gonna start the king with like 1 witch out over there. I'm gonna try to funnel him a little bit earlier this time. Hopefully that does work out. And yeah, this Titans over here, Coco Loons. And I'm gonna drop the jump early. So I will try to refrain from using the rage, and I will freeze the ice columns first before anything else. So oops, I just I just ended up freezing the single inferno instead. But that's fine. I'll try to pop my vulnerability a little late. I think now's a good time because nobody's targeting the single infernos. So that's a bit of a trouble point. And yeah, my king also died. My king also died significantly earlier than it did last time. So let's try to pop this rage such that my queen can continue to take advantage of the rage spell as she moves to the base. And let's just see what it is that we can do over here. Yeah, those guys should be fine up over there. Yeah, they got the town hall down as well. That's just perfect, literally perfect. Now I can probably consider using my royal champion a little better this time because the flame flinger has done a fantastic job on the right side of the base as well, right? And Queen has her healers
Yeah.
as well over here. So we should be a little good to go. Yeah, I'm just gonna let my Queen tank the damage for a little bit before popping her ability. And yeah, we should be fine. Trying to sprinkle in some stuff to just tank for the Royal Champion a bit better. And yeah, pop that Hog Puppet. Monolith is now getting like frozen using the frozen arrow. And we should be fine over here, if not for time. So let's just see how this does work out. Royal Champion still has a ways to go. But I think the only problem, if at all there would be anything, is just time on this one. But okay, yeah, it looks fine. I think we'll be fine on this one. So yeah, just use zaps to kind of like set up the funnel a little bit. You can see like we just use the zap point as a funneling point, so as to say, for our warden, and we easily just rotate around that zap point. And we used a different siege as well on this one. Previously, we used the log launcher because there was a lot of walls to cut through. But on this one,
Yeah.
we could use the flame finger. Usually, that's what you can do on like anti 3 cell bases.
It's a
So
multi though.
Ryan.
Titans. Let me change singles real quick.
Very good.
If you want, you can do that. It'll be a good challenge.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, rule of thumb is going to more or less remain the same, but this time, like if you saw in the last one, I had like I only used 6 for the monolith, right? I still had one left.
Yeah.
This is also
Yeah.
like a convenient way of learning to use the zap as kind of like a reset for the infernos.
Inferno.
Yeah. So let's just go ahead and get started again with the same thing. I'm not going to be very I don't really care which direction my queen decides to go over here. It's symmetrical from the top of the base. So we're just going to kind of let her do her thing. Okay, looks like she's going to stick to the left once again. So let's just entertain her for a little bit. That means I'm probably going to have to once again use the king the same way. So let's do that as well. Why not? Let's just get it started. No point really waiting around. Yeah. This time the single inferno is going to be a bit of a problem. I'm just going to pop the king ability and let's just let him do his thing. Let him like use his gauntlet and like get out of there. Okay. Yeah. Let's just get started with the rest of his attack. Queen will take some time to get back, but it's fine. Maybe she won't even come back entirely. Who knows? Let's see. Mm-hmm. Yeah, looks like
Gonna move the
she's just
tornado.
gonna give the healers up and get moving. So I'm just gonna freeze that. And this time I'm gonna start the drill with the Royal Champion. So looks like we're gonna lose a queen on this one, but we should have a bit more firepower from the Royal Champion joining in with these guys. So let's just hope that does work out well.
Queen is up.
Nice. She should be safe. Pop the rage, and now I'm also going to be able to catch the Royal Champion in the Warden ability, so that works out perfectly as well. Yeah, I'm just going to jump these guys a little bit more greedily than I did last time. And yeah, I also have my Hog Puppet, and of course the drill will give those Yetis. So still a lot of protection for us. It didn't really matter too much whether these Infernos were like single Infernos or not. You can see like this is just not going to defend at this point. Yeah. So we've got a good amount of force. I think we have a good amount of time as well. Yeah, I have one wall breaker as left. Might as well just throw it in case anybody wants to like walk back into the compartment. Yeah, that's about it. You can see you don't have to be very greedy with your zaps. And in this one we even lost our queen. Like in terms of firepower, she didn't join with the Titans. So just be greedy in terms of the pathing that you set for your Titans. You don't have to always get the best value because those guys are invincible. They will likely never die. Especially with the rage aura and like those healers just behind them continuously, it's amazing. It's just really good synergy. So yeah, I think we can call it a wrap for now for this one. If you feel like this was helpful, we can definitely do this again with different armies, different base styles. Maybe you can let Knight know. I'll even like go ahead and edit
Uh,
this recording, and we can.
Sorry, what did you say?
Yeah, I hope this was helpful. That's all.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Like
I've
some.
just been spamming Root Riders
Yeah.
for a month now.
Yeah. Like
I'll try
some.
something else for a change.
Yeah. Like hopefully this is
Yeah.
some sort of insight into like multiple different armies which are terribly strong when used correctly. Like
Yeah.
the value that you need to look for each of them is like completely different. So
Mm.
yeah, like we covered a good variety of attacks. So I'll edit
Mm.
this into like snippets that we can use for like videos, and then you can have a look at
And
them also
that's
and
it.
have a recap. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Cool, cool.
Yeah.
Thanks
Thanks.
for your
Okay,
time, man.
Rahul.
Yeah. Thanks. All right.
See
See you guys.
you.
Yeah.
Good day.
Bye.
Wait. Who joined?
What? Hello. You are very late, boy. Almost
Wait for
wrapped
your
up.
Yeah. All right. Bye.